Humans are, by definition, primates, and as primates, by definition, we are social animals, which means that we, as I would say almost all primates, we create tribes of people and we function in these tribes. There are two ways in which we can create the tribe. One way is the way of the man and the other is way of the women. What are the differences between these two ways? The differences of way of the man being more about viciousness, fighting, and being the strongest that there is, and the way of the women is more about creating alliances and working together. Of course, these tribes, both of them consist of men and women. That's just how it is. But the way of the tribe depends on which is the more dominant gender. So if we're talking about the way of the women, there it's most of the conflicts are solved by women going over and getting some solution together with the other tribe. Meanwhile, if we're talking about the way of the man, it's mostly men fighting it out, depending if it's, or it doesn't matter if it's about fighting it out for food or for breeding or for anything. It's always gonna be fight that is used to solve the problems. So, as humans, we've, from our history, started as a tribe that is going through the way of the man, and in the last few decades, we've started to incorporate the way of the women, but it's not gonna work out if we incorporate the way of the women into the way of the man. That's not how it's gonna work out. We have to either create a new direction in the way of the man, or we have to abandon it and just go with the way of the women. Those are the only options that we have. Now, why are tribes so important to us? Well, every one of us can form a good bond with about 150 people at most, which is the biggest size of the tribe. Because if we want to have the best bond with the people, we're gonna need to know them and we're gonna get to know at most 150 people. Really get to know. Meanwhile, we might know a lot more people, but we won't know that much about them. That's why the tribe is about the size of 150 people. And the purpose of the tribe is for us to have a clear group of people that we can call at any time to help us with something. Imagine there is an apocalypse. You want to be sure that the people you're gonna call are gonna be the people that are gonna be with you and fight with you against the apocalypse. And That's why you should create a tribe with people who are of the same mindset as you and people who are in approximately the same location as you. That's the best way of creating the tribe. And of course, you can create tribe with people from other parts of the world, but if shit hits the fan, they are not going to be able to help you immediately. That's why you should have a tribe in the place you are. Now, to make creating this tribe easier for you, I've created a site that can be useful to you, not just with creating the tribe, but there is going to be more of my content with more details and less of a censor. Okay, so it would be the raw content of me showing you some of the ways that some of the things that I know and that are helpful to you, and way more. And you can find this site in the first link in the description, where you can sign up for the site, get a membership, and be part of the community. Remember, hard work pays off.